I'll do a little bit, Mr. Scott, I'll hand over to you. Okay. Percussionists, let's start with due north. Okay, we got about 45 minutes to work together. Yes, sir. Just change it with the one next to it. We'll fix it afterwards. Bathroom? Yes. See Mr. Scott, he'll help you out. Okay, take 1 minute. Get yourself set. I'll be right with you. Loudspeaker facing that way, but just so your parents can hear what we work on too. Now, how many of you have done a festival before? Okay, it's been a while, right? So a couple things with a festival that, yes, I know you guys, if you're in 8th grade, you've probably done it, or you've been here for 2 years, you've probably done it. They're a lot of fun. The point is for you to go and have a chance to play, get some thoughts from, you've heard, the high school band has heard all my thoughts on their pieces. So I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on your pieces today. What I'd like to start with is percussion. You guys are playing very, very well. You've got some really good instruments. That's an $8,000 instrument in front of you, right? So what I'm going to suggest is, in general, I'd like to hear you guys play out a little bit from the audience, because you're a strong section. What do you think is the first thing that hits an evaluator or judge's ear? What do you think? Yes? I'm sorry? Performance, good. Okay, accuracy, right? Number one thing. One of the number one things that you've got to commit to every note that's on the page in front of you. That's great. The first thing I think that hits an adjudicator's ear is tone quality, right? And what do we mean by tone quality? The blend of your instruments, the balance of your instruments. Play a concert B flat. Before we get to any of the technical stuff, nice and easy. Okay, good. Now you guys have good balance. You've got a good instrumentation. One thing that I would bug you about a little bit is the way you're sitting. Why? Why do you think I bug you about that? Yes. First name, please. I'm sorry. Ryan. Yes, absolutely. And that's a percussionist who knows it. Did you play winds too? Did you play winds or just smart percussionist? Okay, good. He's right. Believe it or not, when you sit over, right, you lose 40% of your air capacity. And you're blowing enough air to keep the sound going through the instrument, but not really to support it. Sit up. These chairs are made for you to put your back against the chair. Put your back against the chair, right? If your feet don't reach the floor. Sorry. Here we go. B flat. B flat. That's much better already. Trumpets, would you, first name, sorry. Skylar and, you're both Skylar? Oh my God, that's confusing. Okay, Skylar thing 1, would you move that way to between the two saxophones so I can see you? Skylar thing 2, would you move in between them? Good, now I can see you guys. Okay, so the first thing you did was just blow a little bit more air through the horn, because you were sitting up. A lot of people think band directors, we bug you about sitting up because we like it to look nice. Well, we do, but more so it's got air behind it. One more time. Breathe it with me and blow the air through your horns. Good. Now here's what I want you to do, and you probably noticed me do this with the high school band too. I went this, and they, as I pass them, they go to a note that's somewhat like close to a B flat, but not a B flat. Okay, we call it a space chord. But the idea is it's supposed to sound really crunchy, so that when I go the other way and you come back to a B flat, you really hear it kind of settle out. Okay, so B flat. When I pass, you go to a note near a B flat, right in the middle register, nice and easy. Back to B flat. Good. Here it settles in a little bit. Good. Play your B flat. Percussion, I'll leave you in 1 second. I appreciate your patience. Good. Now sing that note on ah. Come on, sing. Good. Now if you feel like Miss Paterno's band, not choir, that is true. And if you ever hear me sing, you'll know why I'm a band director, not a choir director. But why do I ask you to sing a note? What do you think? Good. First name, sorry. With masks, I can't see some of you. Delaney, good. Absolutely. Okay. Remember, folks, these are only pieces of metal and plastic and maybe a wooden reed, right? They're inanimate objects. You've got to play them in tune. And to do that, Delaney, you're exactly right. You've got to hear the note you're trying to play. So, everybody, play a B flat, and then we're going percussion. Hear it in your head. Sing it. Sing it. Good, now play it again. Good, look good. And that will help you settle out the note. You guys are an advanced group. That's great. So with you, and that's again why I'm going to push you, because I don't know how hard you've worked to get to today. All I know is what you showed me today, which is very good. So I'm going to push you a little bit farther. The next thing for you guys to worry about is what I'm going to call your ensemble sound, which starts with tone, right? Then the next thing it starts with, or goes to, is articulation. Could I have just the percussion at the beginning of Due North, please? Okay? You're an ensemble here, percussion. It's just like if the winds were playing together. Here we go. Who's on snare? First name, sorry. Good. Nice job. Nice job. Here we go. Good. Now, this is exactly where I would put your whole band right now. Was that correct to everybody? Did they just play correct? Yes, because they're good, right? And you can tell it. Now, percussion. Look above and below the notes. What do you notice? Good. Accents, good. First name, sorry. Tyler, what do you notice? Okay, what else do you notice? Good. Dynamics, right? Don't you have piano to forte, to piano to forte, to piano, right? Percussion? Okay, bass drum. Do you have forte to piano or snare drum, perhaps? Okay, let's make those much bigger. Here we go, one more time. There you go. Good, good. That's excellent. Can you make more of it? Right? That's good. Percussion can be as musical as any wind instrument. Good. Now, suspended cymbal. You're supposed to hit it on beat 1 of that last measure, right? So finals. Okay, so I want you to make, how do I make Herb's shirt look more orange? Is that orange? It's red. Okay, so how do I make her shirt look more red? Someone different. Someone different. Give me your first name. Sean, go ahead. How do I make it look more different? Yes, exactly right. Put it next to something blue. So what I'm talking about is contrast. Percussion, I want you to make twice as much contrast. Okay? Here we go. Beginning. Twice as much contrast. Get louder and start softer. There you go. Good. Does that sound better to you guys? And what they did was they added, and it does, good job. You technically, what you played was very, very good, but now you're adding music to it, okay? Now, everybody look in measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Most people either have a forte or a forte piano, right? What does forte piano mean? Good, Glenn. Good. Medium soft. Okay, everybody play me a forte piano on a concert B flat. B flat, as in boy. Here we go, ready? Okay, I think that's a forte mezzo piano. Here we go. Good. Okay, who's the class clown? Come on, there's got to be one. There always is one in every band. Who? Max. Okay, Max, you ready to do something? Okay, Max, here's your job. Ignore the forte piano. Just play forte. Okay? I'm going to show you how many people it takes to ruin a forte piano. Okay? Here we go. Ready, Max? You know what I'm asking? Here we go. Forte piano, except for Max. That was terrible. Wonderful. That was really poorly done. Good. But you see, all it takes is one person to ruin a forte piano. So everybody's got to be thinking forte piano. Well, Mr. Turtle, what if I just have forte? Well, if you just have forte, bring it out. Everybody, please, measure 5. Again. Okay, good, good. Some really nice forte pianos. But if you have the forte piano on beat 2, you're coming in a little weaker, right? We're almost supposed to hear bells here, right? Ding, dong, ding, dong. Ding, dong, ding, dong. Make sure you're balancing that. One more time. Measure 5. Then we'll put everybody together. 1 and 2 and 3 and out. Good. Much better. Much better. Okay, beginning, everybody. So percussion. Forte piano. Up. Better forte pianos. Here we go, everybody. I appreciate it. Someone different. Come on, jump in. First thing. Sorry. First impression, right? You got to think about that. It's just like, if you see a pitcher, if you play softball or baseball, and you see him throwing really fast, you're like, oh boy, right? It's the same thing with a band. When you're going to a festival, you want that first thing you do, percussion. You want them right away to go, wow, this band's good by the second measure because of the way you guys have played. Before the winds even come in, right? You've got a big responsibility if this is the first piece he's playing. But that's right. Would you also agree that we're building up to 11? Okay, play to the downbeat of 11. Good. You got the right idea. Downbeat of 11. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and out. Okay, hold on. Now, let's go one step above what you did. What kind of flatting that note? How long should that note be if you've got an 8th note with an accent under it? First name? I'm sorry, real loud, please, guys. No. Okay, good. How long should that note be? It should be half a beat. Okay, but I think we need to be a little bit more specific. Someone give me a word, a syllable, that we're all going to think so that we have a unified idea of how long that note should be. Someone different. I really appreciate you guys jumping in. Don't stop jumping in. Come on. Someone jump in. You don't have to deal with the fat man after today. Short. Okay. Yeah, but short's a little nebulous too, isn't it? I'm short. I'm also fat, but good. Precise. Okay. Good. Say the word. Did you say concise or? Oh, it's a better word. Everybody say da. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready? Da. Some of you going oh. Some of you going da. 1, 2, 1, 2. Da. Da. Shorter. 1, 2. Ready? Good. Now play that note, da. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and hold on, we'll get to 1 second. So we're not playing it together. And again, that's a focal point, isn't it? That's to me, if I'm an adjudicator going, does this band really know what they're trying to do together? Da. D-A-H. 1, 2, da. Good. See the difference? So everybody, if you've got your pencils, write da over there. And they do have their pencils. I love it. I love it. I love the sound. Everybody take your pencil, drop it on your stand. I love hearing this. Good, do it again. Yeah. More. Good, thank you. I love it. Now, all the way from the beginning, that's enough, thank you. All the way from the beginning to the climax of the phrase at 11, down. Here we go. It's not D-A. D-A is da, da, ah, ah. Here we go. Begin. Okay, good. So, what is your dynamic at 11? Everybody. Okay, except if you're playing the repeated quarter eighth note. What is your dynamic? What is your dynamic? Quarter eighth note people at 11. Good. Tenor sax, trombones, baritone, bassoon. Mezzo forte, isn't it? Okay, so how much different does your dynamic have to be from the first downbeat of 11? Half, right? And we want to make a real contrast. So I'm even going to say play it a little softer. Everybody at 11. And then I'm going to give you another thought. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and Can you even make it softer? I like what you're doing. Make it softer so that it's obvious you're trying to do something different. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and There you go. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to push you guys again. Take this as a compliment, but that's not good enough for you guys. You know why? Because you're playing all the right notes. But what do you see in 16, guys? Crescendos. What do you see in 15? Crescendos. There's only 3 halves to music, right? There's pitch, rhythm, and dynamics. Right? 3 halves. No one's going to call me on it. How can there be 3 halves? Okay, good. Here we go. Measure 15. You've got to make more of these dynamics, and your performance is going to go from here to here. Here we go. Good. 1, 11. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. Excellent. Good. Okay, good. Now, percussion. Can I suggest you use a harder mallet there? If you don't have it, that's fine. Check if we do. And play it just a little bit louder. You're a soloist there. Good. That's so much better, guys. It's got so much more to say. It's so much more musical, right? But a lot of percussionists are used to playing like their background. You're not. There you go. Now play it real loud. Everybody. 23. 2, 23, 2, and out. Good. Now, I appreciate you're stopping a lot listening to me. I really like your crescendo in measure 27. However, I think you can make it better. What are you going to do? If you get this right, I'll give you a free Pepsi out of my refrigerator. Okay, that will help. Oh, play softer where? Yes, but... Okay, first thing. Juliet, say it real loud for everybody. Yes. Now, we're talking about the crescendo at 27, but you were kind of right too. Juliet, what you said was play softer at 25. Isn't that going to make the crescendo bigger? 5. Okay, so 25. Good. Play softer at 25. Excellent. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3. Now. Excellent. Good. Who's got the triangle here? Okay, very, very important. It's a solo part. Okay, good. That was so much better. Wouldn't you agree? And again, what you guys are doing is you're going from being accurate, which Skylar number 1 told us about right at the beginning, to being musical and interesting. That's also, by the way, the difference between getting an excellent rating and getting a superior rating. Is superior rating bands play musical. Okay? Good. 25. Excellent. Yep, you get 1, 2, 25, 2. Now. Ding, dong, ding. quite good. Okay, so let's see. I can't ask anybody in summer camp this, because you'll know. Give me 2 ways to make a note sound more accented. Okay? How do you know that? Smart aleck. Okay, good. Well, first name. Ian's exactly right. Most people think about playing the accented note louder, and that is one way of doing it. But an equally, or in some places, better way of really making a note sound accented is to play the notes that aren't accented, less accented. So, trumpets, and when you come in here, you're doing a really good job, but you're playing everything accented, right? So, let's take 35. 35. On accent, what's not accented? Good. 1, 2, 35, 2, 3, good. Beautiful. Now, good. Who has the bass drum solo? Okay. I want you to knock that bass drum solo into next week. Okay, if you break the head, I will pay for it. But again, percussionists, think of yourselves as soloists. You were the only one in the entire band playing on there. Oh, what kind of beater are you using? Just show me the map. Okay. What I would suggest for this, and I got you one that's about 6 feet wide. No, I'm kidding, but it's a lot bigger. We want it to go boom. Right? Hit it. Oh, come on, hit it. Hit it. Okay, good. Can you be mean, or are you a nice person? Okay, he's like, depends if you keep asking me stupid questions. Hit it harder. J, off the head. There you go, maybe more. Scared Scott. Good, okay, you got to put energy into the head if you want the sound to come out. Everybody please 35. I loved your dynamic in 35. 1, 2, 35, 2, and good, 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 good. Okay, good. Now, Tiffany. Tiffany, are you using the fluffiest mallets you can? Okay, good. More energy into the head. Top third of the drum, right? Again, it's a solo. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now let's go on to 49. And what I want you to do, let's do it. When you're playing the accented notes, I want you to play loud. When they're not accented notes, I want you to play soft. Make sense? I'm changing what's written on the page. So if you've got an accent, play it loud. If you don't have an accent over the note, play it soft. And let's try to make a complete difference. 49. 2. 49, 2, and What I want you to do if there's not an accent. Soft. 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and breathe. Okay, good. That's close, and it started to get there. But I want you to play softer if it's not accented, so that you hear the difference. 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and Good. Good. Clarinets. Hold it. Clarinets just did a really good job. Clarinets by yourself. 1, 49. 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and Good, good. Be careful not to rush. Okay, so everybody 49. Play softer if it's not accented. 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and Good. Okay, nice. Okay, Mr. Scott, would you like to take over for a few? Okay. Good. So you guys are doing great. What you changed quickly was adding the color to it, right? Adding the musicality to it. Anybody can play right notes. You gotta kind of start there. But after accuracy is musicality. Okay, Mr. Scott, you got the scores up there if you need them. Sorry. What's up, Mrs. Scott? Sorry? Mr. Scott, you want the, oh, I'm sorry, you should here. Why don't you take the, just so they can hear you at home. I measure 11 tenor sax, trombones, baritons. Does it make sense? Everyone have those measure numbers for right now? Here we go. If you have that part, at some point, let's play. Here we go, 49, those people, and 11 for the low blast. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready to go. That's the idea, that's the idea. Everyone fly and measure 57. Here we go. 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, ready. Yeah, that's the idea. Try one more time. If you can make my accent a little bit louder and make my staccato a little bit softer. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Yeah. Very good. Good. Do you hear the excitement in those articulations? Yeah, it's really cool. Awesome. Very cool. Now, let's go. Can we go back to 55 very quick? And then my awesome trumpets. Trumpets. 59, 60. Play a little bit louder so that the sound can come across. While everyone else have the long ones. Ready? 49. Ready? That's the idea. That's the idea. Good, 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 good. So, 59 and 60. Who has the most important part there that you think? Here's our sound. Trumpets. Oh, cool. Yeah. So make sure the whole band. Can you hear the trumpets at 59, 60? No. All right. Cool. So we have about 7 trumpets, I think, if I got it right. 7. Is that correct? Yeah. Only 7. Did you know that? All right. So it's just 7 trumpets versus everyone. So we gotta make sure we gotta hear we take your stand down. All right, here we go. Can we just hear that trumpet part at 59, 59 and 60? Are you ready? 59 and 60, touch the trumpets. So that we can all hear it. Ready? 1, 2, trumpets. 1, 2, breathe. Good, that's the idea. Good. So we gotta make sure we can hear them. All right, here we go. Can we play 59, 60 together? So that we can hear the trumpets. If you can't hear them, guess what you need to do? Oh, yes, play softer. You're awesome. All right, here we go. Pick it up. 1, 2, ready. That's pretty good, but can we just make sure everyone's playing them? There we go, ready. 59, 60, everyone. 1, 2, ready. Percussion. It took you guys 4 weeks to learn this? That was pretty good. That was very good. Can we just make sure, can you play that a little bit more of the accents? Use the, for example, you're playing the stand up, use it to your advantage. Hit the center for the loud, closer to the rim for the soft. Cool. All right, here we go. Can we go one more time? Same percussion section, 61. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Just watch out, just make sure, when you play the notes, make sure you draw out the sound to make sure that we can hear more sound coming across. And then you have a good switch, right, to the shaker. Yeah, so you gotta make sure you gotta make that switch right to the shaker, going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and nice and steady. Cool, awesome. Can we go right from 67? Is that a good spot for everyone? Cool. And thank you for sending me over. I think you're right, 67. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. Good. So, with this piece, the percussion is driving away, right? You guys know this, right? So, with percussion, driving you, keep you forward. One question, when you think about due north, right? What's coming to your head when you think about this piece? Can anyone tell Mrs. Scott? So, when you play this piece, what's coming to your head while you're playing this piece? What do you think of, like, think about a story. Okay, someone climbing up the mountain. Cool. Is it snowing? Oh, it's snowing. Up the mountain. Yes.
I get your drift.
I'll say it one more time because you got your turn. Like that. Sleigh ride. Cool. That's really cool. Any others? Because I kind of want to say, let's think of it as a sleigh ride. And going down, we're going right through it. Like, so that we can have that little drive. So, percussion. Can we make sure we feel that? Even when we have the small instrumentation with that little toys, make sure you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and shake, 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 or shake. Well, yeah, the shaker. All right, cool, awesome. Here we go, 73, ready? That's pretty cool. Here we go, 73, here we go, ready? Now, let me just say this. Low blast sound, great job. Woodwind sound, great job. So, a quick reminder for my awesome woodwinds. When we articulate, think of tonguing away from the beat and not after. Line 1, 2, 1, 2. Does it make sense? All right, cool. 73, record. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. tetramarines, are they no. Euphoniums, and trombones and tubas. To make that part really cool and interesting, what do you got to bring out?
About 5 more minutes to stop for
No.
your knowledge.
What do you think? What do you have to bring out to make this cool and interesting? What should you bring out for this one section to make this part cool and interesting? You're pretty awesome when you get one little thing. The accent. Right? Do you guys see that little accent? Are you playing everything accented? Kind of. Well, so we have to bring out that accent. Can we do that? All right, here we go. 73, ready? So, 1, 3, accent. 1, 3, accent. 1, 3, accent. On the 4, right? Can we do that? 73, ready? Make that change together. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready? Let's take Storm Warning. Now, the piece itself is telling a story, isn't it? It's telling a story of storm, right? So, we've got to make it sound like a storm warning. How are we going to do it? How are we going to make it sound like an impending storm? What do you think? Good? Dynamics, right? Everybody play a concert B flat. it sound like at the beginning? Here we go. Good. Okay, good. So, trombones and euphoniums, I want you to frighten me a little bit at the beginning, okay? Not bad tone, but frighten me a little bit at the beginning. 4 and a, or 1 and a 2, here we go, beginning. Yes, good. And don't be in a rush. Okay, excellent. First name, sorry. Hold on a second. Soleil. Good. Why were you watching me in the middle of that? Is it just because of my new suit? I think it's nice. Why were you watching me? Okay, good. Good. Get your eyes up as much as you can. Allow your director, I know sometimes it's hard looking up at Buzak, I understand that. But you have to really look up for one. But get your eyes up as much as you can so you can communicate. Number 6, trumpets, this is yours. On 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and breathe. Okay, good, hold on. Just because we've only got a minute or 2 more. Who's got the melody here? Hold on, eyes, please. Who's got the melody here? Yes, trumpets, not the low brass. Question. Okay, not the low. Very good. Not the low brass. Please don't beat on the trumpets. They're so nice. Don't make them play too loud. 6. Trumpets, sing out. 2. Everybody, number 6. Out. Who was that? Where's the back sax? What's your first name? I'm sorry. Mia, that was fantastic. Da-da-dee-da-da. Like without a tuba player here. Enjoy that excellent sound. Very, very good. Ooh, I want to hear it again. Measure 12. Measure 12. I'm going to move faster. Measure 12. Mean. Good. Little. Okay, a lot. Slow down a lot. Right? Molto doesn't mean lose your feathers. The molto. Anyway, molto. So what does it really mean? Any musical term, what does it really mean? Molto rallentando, what does it really mean? Good. Yes, look up. So let's see how molto. We got to stop. Give me 21. Molto, molto, molto. 2, 3, ah. Good. Okay. We got to move on. Thank you again for good. Thank you again for your attention. Here's what we're going to do. Hold on a second before we clean up. Percussion. Percussion. You're going to take mallets. You're going to go to 116. Trumpets. You're going to go to 119, which is right over here. Low brass, you're going to go to 118, which is right over here. Okay? Flutes, clarinets, oboes are going to